Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. We are back at it, ready to have a little bit of fun. So today, I think it's important. You know, there's a lot of whiskey out there, and I'm sure, like, the whole purpose, like, even when I started my channel, I know a lot of times you're walking into a liquor store, you're like, Judge, what do I buy? You know, that's honestly what happened in my own mind. Walking into liquor stores and you see all these different brands, different price points and so forth, and you're probably wondering, what should I buy? What's quality whiskey, regardless of which batch I buy? No matter if it's a bourbon, a rye, a bottled and bond bourbon, right? You want to know what brands can I stand behind that I can just walk in, I can, grab it either on the shelf, or if I'm online and I'm hunting a little bit online, going to all the different, places online, your Shared Pour, your Sailbox, your Bourbon Outfitters, right? Your Keg and Bottle. If you're going online and you're like, Judge, I need to know what brands can I just grab something of? And you know what? The judge has blessed it. The judge says that this brand is legit. So I'm going to give you 5 different recommendations of just brands as a whole that I think are doing amazing things when it comes to making great quality whiskey, regardless if it's bourbon, if it's rye, if it's a finished bourbon, a finished rye, and so forth. So I'm going to give you 5 brands. Sorry to disappoint everyone out there. Today, there is no asterisk. No asterisk at all, folks. But I'm going to give you 5 that you can stand behind, and I'm going to tell you the reason why I personally like these brands. Cool? All right. So first and foremost, I'm going to go out of the great state of Missouri. Let's go with this lovely brand called Ben Holladay. So this is the Ben Holladay, the 6-year-old Rickhouse proof small batch reserve. I've had a few different, let's call it, products from Ben Holladay. And honestly, I mean, the various different ones that I've had, they've always been great quality whiskey, consistent, price point. They don't really break the bank, depending on which version of a Ben Holladay you get. Some of them are 50, 60, but they kind of live in that $50 to $70 range for the most part. So for me, when I think about a good quality whiskey that is unique and different, Ben Holladay. I mean, this one I think is just honestly great. I love everything that Ben Holladay is doing, and I can't wait for myself to get out there to actually visit the distillery as well, because again, it's nothing like going and experiencing it yourself firsthand. But honestly, if you want to go online or if you find it in the store, just trust and believe that Ben Holladay is definitely one whiskey. Hands down, you can grab any version, and I think you'll be happy and satisfied. Cool? All right. Judge, we need some more. All right, number 2 spot. So this is a brand where it's a little bit harder to get their whiskey because primarily you either have to, I mean, they do have distribution in some states, but not a ton. It's primarily in the state of Kentucky. I think they also sell some of their stuff like in Michigan, but primarily in Kentucky, maybe some online places as well. But if you can get to the distillery and just experience the distillery itself, because it's such a unique atmosphere. I did an entire episode about this distillery because I was just so impressed with the quality of the whiskey coming out of this brand. So this is none other than Glenn Creek Distilling or Distillery. This is OCD number 5, their flagship product, but they have a lot of other products out there as well that you should buy and try. I mean, they have a ton of different stuff that's out there. But the challenging part for Glenn Creek is that primarily you can only find it for the most part in the state of Kentucky. So if you're doing the whole bourbon trail, stop by Glenn Creek Distillery. I understand it. There's those really big, sexy distilleries out there that everyone wants to stop at, the Buffalo Traces or your Heaven Hills and so forth. But if you want great quality whiskey that you can actually buy at the distillery, stop by Glenn Creek, and I guarantee you'll find some amazing whiskey that you will love above and beyond OCD number 5. Cool? All right. 3 quick, easy favors. Number 1, hit the like button. Number 2, drop me a comment. Let me know, Judge, what are 5 brands out there that you think everyone else should be thinking about? And last but not least, please make sure you also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get notification each and every time I release new content. Fair? Cheers. Woo! That's delicious. All right. Number 3. Oh, man. This brand in the last 18 months has really, in my opinion, changed the game as it relates to a smaller craft distillery Great whiskey. Some of it is a blending of like their own whiskey. Some of it's some source whiskey as well. But either way, the whiskey that they're producing, in my opinion, is just truly amazing whiskey. This is none other than ASW. This is the Toasted Fiddler. I've had the Toasted Fiddler. I've had the Georgia Heartwood. I've had some other single barrels from them. I'm telling you, when you think about Georgia whiskey as a whole, I get it. Georgia whiskey, it's hot right now. You have 13th Colony. There's some other ones as well. But honestly, ASW is one of the hottest brands coming out of Georgia. Their whiskey, I think they're doing a fantastic job, no matter if it's their toasted bourbons, toasted rye, the Georgia Heartwood, which is probably one of my all-time favorites. So if you're looking for a bottle that you can just say, Judge, I need to go out and grab it on the shelf, go online, and I can trust this brand because the Judge stands behind it, make sure you check out anything from the ASW brand. Absolutely amazing quality whiskey. And again, it doesn't really break the bank, right? From a price standpoint, most of their products anywhere from like $60 to $80. You know, of course, honestly, this day and age, prices are going up across the board. But honestly, as it relates like to this product itself, it's not too bad. $60 to $80 on average. It kind of depends on which bottle you're buying, which release is a bourbon, rye, and so forth. Cool? All right. Number 4 and number 5. Oh man, these two. I'm kind of saving these two. I want to say these two to the end because I am honestly just impressed with both of these brands. I'm impressed with these three as well, but this one here also. Number 4, Buzzard's Roost. So Buzzard's Roost out of Kentucky. This is their straight rye whiskey, but I will tell you, I went to their bourbon bar, which is downtown Louisville. You can have almost anything from Buzzard's Roost, and I guarantee you, you will be impressed. They have various different bourbons, various different ryes. They have their cigar finish, I should say, as well, which is also an amazing bottle. So folks, when you are looking for great quality whiskey, one that, again, you can just walk in and grab it. It's on the shelf in most places. And Buzzard's Roost, their distribution is actually a little bit larger than some of these other ones. You can find them in a good number of states. Buzzard's Roost, I guarantee you, anything you buy from them, you will absolutely love it. Judge approved. Judge approved. The courtroom has approved it. I guarantee it. All right. Last but not least, Judge, what is the number 5 spot? And why is this one on your list? So I had the owner from this brand on the channel recently, and I will tell you, I was equally impressed, not only with just number 1, his background, obviously of being essentially a whiskey sommelier, but also for the fact of just every batch that he's released has been just, I mean, he's knocking out of the park, release after release after release, or batch after batch, batch 2, 3, 4. I mean, they're all home runs. And this last one, which is a finished whiskey, I think is one of by far the best finished whiskeys on the market. You heard me. I'm gonna repeat that. It's one of the best finished whiskeys on the market, hands down. Number 5 goes to K. Luke. This is the K. Luke blended bourbon straight whiskeys finished in Cabernet barrels. This is the Keenan Reserve. This one, absolutely one of the best finished whiskeys on the market. So when I say I guarantee that anything Jonathan Mazzano from K. Luke puts out is great, I guarantee you every single thing that he releases is absolutely just fantastic. All right, friends, until the next time, peace, cheers, most important, salute. Take care. See ya.